You have an itch, it needs scratching. I know because I've been there. You think that new camera is going to scratch that itch, but you might want to ask yourself, why do you want that new camera? What are you going to do with it? Really, there's only 3 reasons why someone buys a new camera. 1, they're simply replacing a broken camera. 2, this new camera just has features that you just can't live without. And 3, well, you just want a new camera because, well, you want it and it's going to make you feel great. As a photographer with years of experience in various cameras, both digital and film, let me just be completely honest. With a new camera, is it really going to solve all your problems? Is it really going to help you improve your photography? Well, no, it won't. Look at these 2 cameras, the Nikon D3300 and the Nikon D850. So which one of these is going to make you the better photographer? The D850? No, the camera doesn't matter at all. It doesn't matter which one of these you have. It's about what you can do with it. It's truly about the photographer. I made a video a little while back comparing the Nikon D850 to an iPhone, and the results were pretty amazing. At first glance, you would think the D850 would just dominate the iPhone, but it really doesn't. When you compare these 2 photos, no one can tell what was shot on the D850 and what was shot on an iPhone. It's truly not about the camera. It's about the composition and it's about the photographer. Now, I could have went into all the specs of each camera and shown how the D850 just dominates the iPhone. Even with large prints, you really can't tell much of a difference. Anyway, you should check out that video. I'll leave a link in the video description. The truth is, no one cares what camera you have, except on social media. I mean, well, YouTube influencers are all too happy to tell you about all the specs and features that you need, but really, do you really need them? We don't even use half of them. Look at this Nikon FE. This thing is fantastic. It has all the features that you need. Just look at that menu system on the back. Oh wait, there is no menu system. Truth is, you don't need a complex menu. All you really did was turn the camera on, and you can even set this camera to auto, but basically select your shutter speed and, well, take the shot. Really simple camera. But when you compare it to something like this D850, we don't even use half this stuff. I'll bet you I don't even use a quarter of it. It's not so much about all the bells and whistles on the camera, but more about composition and the photographer behind the lens. That's what counts. After all these years, I've learned there are really 2 simple truths in photography. The only thing that matters is the image and the experience. Will a new camera make you happy? Maybe. When you focus on gear, you always want more. It's like a void that can't be filled. You get that new camera, and after all the shininess wears off, and you shoot it again, and a little bit of time goes by, and next thing you know, that void's back, that emptiness in your chest, and it just has to be filled with something else. So what do? You look for the next camera, the next lens, or the next piece of gear that's going to fill that void. But focusing on the photography, it helps curb your appetite for gear. It gives you something else to quest for. If you have the money, by all means, fill your closets full of gear. But the truth is, that gear's not going to fill that void. You're going to be wanting more. And you can keep putting more gear in the closet, but sooner or later it's going to get full. And then you're going to fill another closet. But I promise you, that's not going to fill this void inside. But what will fill it is doing something with that gear. Experiences, adventures, spending money on a new trip would be better than buying new gear. But look, if you have the money, buy the gear. But if you're on a budget or you're limited, I think your money would be better spent investing in a trip. Because in the end, I don't go to that closet and look over that gear and just marvel how great my camera is and my lenses. I look over my images. I relive those experiences. And that is what fills that void, at least for me. The quest for gear is something we can all get lost in. We've all been there. We've all done it. But we have to think about the priorities and what's most important. And when you really boil this down, what is most important? It's the image and the experience. And it far outweighs any piece of gear. If you just have a camera and a tripod and a lens, pretty much, that's all you need, and you're all set. And work on your composition, improve your skills, and you know what? Along the way, if you find that the gear is not meeting your expectations or you're unable to capture your vision, but if you're finding that the gear is now limiting your artistic ability, well then it's time to seriously consider that camera. If you enjoyed this video, you're really going to enjoy my video on 35mm versus digital photography. Watch that right here. See you on the trail.